Screen legends Walter Matthau and Robert Shaw team up with Martin Balsam and Hector Elizondo to deliver a surefire entertainment that's gripping and exciting from beginning to end and is guaranteed to give you the ride of your life. A gang of armed professionals hijack a New York subway train somewhere outside the Pelham station, threatening to kill one hostage per minute unless their demands are met. Forced to stall these unknown assailants until a ransom is delivered or a rescue is made, Transit Chief Lieutenant Garber, played by Matthau, must outmaneuver one of the most craftiest and cruelest villains, Robert Shaw, in a battle of wits that will either end heroically or tragically. Featuring masterful direction by Joseph Sargent, gorgeous widescreen cinematography by Owen Roizman, a classic, rousing score by David Shire, and top-notch editing by Jerry Greenberg. The hijackers, led by Robert Shaw, all have these big glasses, hats, and coats. And they're bringing in different materials onto the train in the beginning of the film. So they carry these boxes, which we'll later find out have automatic rifles in them. But it was very interesting how they had it all planned out, where the guys get on at certain times and stuff like that. And then you have Walter Matthau, who's the head of the transit police, and he's giving a tour to people of the station, and he's like, well, we haven't had an incident in such and such long time, everything's fine. And then you have Jerry Stiller, one of his co-workers in there, and he's like, yeah, they're just goofing off, telling jokes, and then all this stuff. So everything's low-key, and while this hijacking is happening in the beginning, and I thought that was interesting. And also, this movie is a time capsule into 70s New York, with all the analog technology they have to run the station, to track the train, just the grittiness of New York City, and I think the cinematography really shines. So then the hijacking happens. Walter Matthau realizes this is real stuff here. This is really happening. This is horrific. There's 18 hostages held by Robert Shaw and his crew, and they have a demand. He wants $1 million, and he wants it a certain way, at a certain time. So it felt like the hijackers were ahead of everybody else for majority of the film. In classic 70s cinema, they didn't shy away from, murders or having these dark scenes. So there is a lot of, on the edge of your seat tension here, where you believe that they're going to kill a hostage for every minute that they're late. And you also believe that they're going to get away with this because of the New York police is just so oblivious and incompetent at times. But eventually what happens is there's a lot of twists and turns on the train. It turns out one of the hostages is actually an undercover cop, so he tries to make a stand. That whole sequence was really riveting to me. And then there comes a certain point where Matthau's like, screw this, I'm going to go down there. So I recommend this film for the 70s grit, the dark themes, wonderful acting, wonderful direction. There's a lot of witty humor in here, a lot of dry humor, especially between Walter Matthau and co-workers. He's always yelling and bickering, and they say some colorful language in here that I thought, at times I was just laughing out loud. And during the, it's supposed to be like an intense robbery movie, but it also has this balance of comedy. So I thought that was cool. All the way to the end, you're not sure what is really going to happen here, and if they're all going to get caught, or all going to get killed. The movie flies by, and you're not sure if they're going to get caught, killed, what's going to happen, and you're not sure the hijacker's going to get away with this, or what the deal is. So I think that's really the appeal of the movie. It's not a very long movie, but it's a very engrossing movie. A lot of fun dialogue, action, and suspense, and still holds up to today. This new 4K is a brand new HDR Dolby Vision Master from a 4K scan of the original camera negative, and it has special features that I'm sure that there are not any new ones from the old Blu-ray, but they're new to me. There's commentaries, the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 vintage featurette, which is a great featurette. 12 minutes with Mr. Gray, interview with actor Hector Elizondo. Cutting on Action, interview with editor Greenberg. The Sound of the City, interview with composer David Shire. So you're getting a lot of special features here with this disc. Love the retro poster. Great. Let's see if there's any reversible art. And there's not. But you get the 2 discs, you get a Blu-ray and a 4K. So if you can, grab this release from Kino Lorber. It is a must-have for 70s cinema fans and suspense, hijacking, thrillers, and also if you're a fan of any of these actors in here, Walter Matthau, Robert Shaw, Hector Elizondo, Jerry Stiller even, highly recommend. So guys, let me know what you guys thought of Taking Pelham 1, 2, 3. Do you think it's better than the remake? I sure do. And as always, this has been Return of the Disc. I'm Dan. For more Return of the Disc, visit returnofthedisc.com. Check out the audio version of today's show, available on all major podcast platforms. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel.